Hey everyone, the date is finally arriving. As of tomorrow, Arena Breakout Infinite's first closed beta test goes live for everyone who has an invitation. I myself won't be playing because I don't have a PC. However, I have been playing Arena Breakout for nearly 3 years entirely now. And it's pretty much the same game with some obvious differences like the graphics and the way the UI is set out. But it's everything more or less exactly the same. So with that said guys, in this video, I'm going to give you 5 essential beginner tips for the game. So that when you start tomorrow, or if you're watching this video in a post-launch sort of thing, and you're just sort of digging into the game now, you will have the best start possible when it comes to playing Arena Breakout Infinite, because like I say, it's the same as Arena Breakout, so I should know what I'm talking about. Anyway guys, please leave a like down below, make sure you do subscribe to the channel, every little helps, and we're going to get straight into this, because in today's video guys, we're going to cover warehouse management, reloading, med usage and choice, armor type and selection, and then the Gunsmith plus gun stats and what they do. So let's get straight into it. So guys, first of all, we're going to start with the warehouse management. Now, on the PC version of Arena Breakout, the warehouse might look slightly different to this. It might have a different layout or anything like that, but the basic principle of it will be exactly the same. Now, this is what I've currently got equipped on my character, and this on the right-hand side is my warehouse. As you can see, it's an absolute mess. I've got too many stuff in it. Now, there's a couple of things you can do to sort it out. Now, if you look on the right hand side here on the orange keys specifically, you've got a little down arrow with 5 little dots here at the top right. If you click that, you can auto-organize, and this will just automatically organize everything that's in your warehouse to your storage. So I've already done it, so it's not really going to do anything else to it right now, but you can see everything sort of in a row. For instance, if I just sort of mix these about and stuff like that, if I then go to auto sort again, they'll straighten out again. So they'll try and get the best possible Tetris outcome to all your items. Now, you will eventually hit a standstill. Currently, I haven't got enough, but this is your first basic tab, and eventually it will get full the more stuff you get. Now, I don't know if this will be available in the closed beta test, you can get the Elite Pass, which gives you an extra 70 grids of extra storage space, but that you don't need it. I never get it. It's completely pointless unless you're a hoarder. But what you can do is you can get these little things down the right hand side here, which are storage boxes. Now, I know on other games, generally speaking, you'll have a storage box which literally sits in your main storage, and you click on it and open it, like Lost Light's got that feature, Tarkov's got that feature. But this one, you have them down the side here. Now, what you do is, a little arrow at the bottom right here, you click that, and it expands. You can see I've got ammo case, large everything box, medical case, another large everything box, just basically because you can put anything in them, ammo box, mist case, stuff like that. You basically buy these from Evita, which is one of the traders, which is over here. If I go to contacts, and Evita's in the middle here, go to buy off her, and she sells the cases, or trades for them rather. You can trade items for the cases. The large everything box being probably the most expensive one. If I wanted to buy that outright, it would cost us 700,000, and I don't have 700,000 right now. But you can also get them off the battle pass and off the rank, the seasonal rewards, for instance. I don't think this will be on the closed beta test, but you can get them in other places. Like there's a large everything box there on the battle pass, so that's why I've got so many of them. But yes, you can. Once you've got these in your warehouse on the right hand side here, you can buy up to, I think I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 extra slots for storage containers. You can use them to expand your storage for different types of things. Like that box has got loads of magazines in, that one's full of grenades. I've got far too many grenades. That one's got ammo in. This one's got me misc items in. That's why I sell these, that's why it's pretty much empty. But you get the picture. This is how you will manage your warehouse to be better for you. Right guys, number 2 on this list is reloading. Now, the best way to show you reloading is to do it in a match. So what I've done is I've jumped into the training range here. I'm going to show you exactly how reloading works on this game, because it's different to other games. If you're a PUBG player or a Call of Duty player, generally speaking, you'll find when you reload, your magazine will literally just take off a certain amount of whatever's missing from the magazine from your total amount of bullets and reload into the gun. And you don't need to do much else than that. Every time you need to reload, you just reload. On this game, guys, it's a bit different. You've got magazines in your rig, like this is. That's a Bison mag. You can see max capacity 53, and I've got one in the gun as well. Now, if I was to shoot all of this mag away, so I'll just shoot this away at the training dummies for no reason whatsoever. There we go. You can see I now can't shoot. It'll not automatically reload for us. I have to literally click the reload button. Now, that's fine and dandy. I've done that. Let's say this one runs out as well. I've shot all of this one at a target, and I've run out of ammo again. It says no usable magazines found. That is because, if I open my backpack here, the magazine I had is now empty, 0 out of 53. What you have to do is, on this game, guys, is take extra ammo with you and literally manually reload your magazines bullet by bullet. The bigger the magazine, the longer it takes. There's also other deciding factors like your health and stuff. If your arms are injured or whatever, it'll take longer to reload as well. So you have to take that in consideration when you go into a firefight. Have you got enough ammo to take them on? Have you fully reloaded? A lot of the times I find it's best to just fully reload something between fights. And then once that's full, you can go ahead and reload that gun. And then, of course, you'll have to sit and reload the other one. Now, there's another important thing on this game that I needed to show you, because I don't think I can actually show you very realistically of this. But let's say, for instance, I'll just move them a bit so it works like that. Now, when I go to reload this gun again, and there's not enough room in my rig, I've actually done a full video on reloading if you want to go check that out elsewhere on my channel. If I reload that, you can see that extra magazines went down there. That wasn't supposed to happen. I was supposed to make sure that couldn't happen. So, right, so let's just reload again. You can see the magazines drop down into my backpack because there's no room in my rig for it to go into. Let's just make sure I can't do it again. And you can see no usable magazines found. It has to be inside your tactical rig, your chest rig, for you to reload. If you want to reload from your backpack, you have to do it manually like that. And then again, the next one will go down there. So make sure you do remember that. Now, when it comes to, there's other types of guns as well. You've got an SKS here, which you can see has one magazine in. I don't have any extra magazines. That's because it reloads one bullet at a time straight into the gun. The Mosin does this as well, as does the SPR. But it's also important to note, when you do reload like that, you'll usually drop a bullet on the floor. Whatever's in the chamber will drop to the floor. So you have to remember that as well. If you're using high tier ammo, like in the Mosin, you've got 7 something, I can't remember what the 7BT one, quite expensive bullets. You're going to drop one to the floor. That's your wasting 2-3k every time you drop one. So just remember to either pick it back up or only reload when the magazine is empty so that you're not dropping one to the floor. Anyway, guys, that's been reloading. Hope you've understood. Like I say, I've got a full reloading guide on my channel if you do want to check that out. It'll help immensely. Right, next, guys, when it comes to med usage and choice. Now, I'll just take you through a quick summary of what type of meds I will take into a raid. So I've got one standard med kit here. This just replenishes your health. I've got a regeneration syringe, which regenerates your health over time. I've got a endurance injection, which increases your stamina, your max stamina. It reduces the cost of stamina and increases the recovery rate. Very, very useful for running around. I've got painkillers here that stops pain. Obviously, it's a painkiller, but by which I mean if you lose a limb, because you can lose limbs on this game, if you get shot in the arm or something, it can be blacked out. This will affect, like, say, a reload speed, or if you get a blacked out leg, you can't run. The painkillers will stop that from happening. I've got bandages because you can actually bleed to death if you're not careful. You can just continue bleeding and bleeding until you bleed out. So bandages will stop bleeds. And you've also got surgery kits like this one, which will fix broken limbs. As I just previously mentioned, if you get a blacked out leg or a blacked out arm, the surgery kits will fix that. Now, if I just quickly go onto the market here, just to show you the severe different amount of meds. So if I just go down to medical supplies. Now these are all the painkillers. These all do the same thing. They've just got different durations and obviously different costs and different charges. For instance, that fast action painkiller can only work for 3 times, up to 3 times, lasts 3 minutes, whereas the biggest one lasts 5 minutes and you can use it 8 times. These ones are single use. That one will give you unaffected by fear for like whatever, 4 minutes. This one's for just under 5 minutes. But these ones are just single use, you just drink it and that's it. Next we'll go down to surgery. Now there is ones from traders as well, but you won't find these in the closed beta test because obviously mobile's quite a few seasons ahead of PC at the moment. These are all these at the top, the 3 at the top, the quick bandage, field bandage, OPM bandage. These are all for bleeds. They're obviously just different sizes. You've got single use, double use, and 4 uses. And then you've got the trauma kits, so the surgical kits. I call them trauma kits, but got simple, that's a single use. Standard's got 4. TMK and military surgical kits got 8 uses, and then the bottom one here, the most expensive one's got 12 uses. And as it goes up in size, you can see max HP reduced by 60% on the littlest one. On the biggest one, it doesn't reduce the HP. So basically what that means is, I'll just quickly show you on character here if I go to health. You can see how each limb or body part has got overall health. So let's for instance see I got shot in the abdomen right in the middle there, 70 health out of 70, and I used the littlest trauma kit to heal that. Take 60% off that 70, that means that's how much health that region has got left. So it'll take less to black it out the next time. That's why it pays you to bring the bigger kits, because it lessens how much health is reduced from that. Now let's just go back to market quickly. Like I say, it might look a bit different on PC, but it'll be pretty much the same thing on here. Now I've got a nebulizer here. This used to give you stamina boost, and a lot of people used to use it in place of the red syringes, but now it just stops the effect of gas grenades. Now you'll not find too many people throwing gas grenades very often, so arguably this is completely useless now in my opinion, but if you want to carry it just in case. Last we've got stimulants. We've only 3 types. You've got a little one and a big one. Both the little and big one do the same, they're just more severe. So you've got regen, I just showed you, regenerates your health. You've got endurance, increases your stamina, reduces the drain and increases the recovery rate. And then you've got strength boosters, which will increase your carry limit. So your carry limit is something like, I think it tells you on here, it doesn't carry, it's about 70 kilograms, yeah, at the top there. At the top here it says 70 kilograms, I'm 22 out of 86. Take endurance, it'll push it up to 80 or 85 or something like that, so you can carry more out of a raid during the duration of the syringe, because obviously if you're overburdened you can't run. Anyway guys, we're going to move on now. Next guys, we've got armor type plus selection. Now I'm not going to go into the materials. We've been told by the developers loads of times the materials don't affect the overall armor itself. But you've got several different types of armor, you've got several different tiers of armor, and basically tier 1 armor will be resistant to tier 1 bullets or flesh damage bullets. Tier 6 armor will be more durable to every type of ammo, except like obviously tier 6 or tier 7 ammo, which is possible in certain guns like the EX50, blah blah. I tend to just use tier 3. This is just my personal preference right now. In raids I use tier 3 because I only go lockdown zones, and it's generally just to stop bots killing us, because bots are the main thing that usually takes me down when I'm ratting around or sniping or whatever. Not going to really protect us against much players. But you've got a couple of types of armors. I'll just quickly show you in market now. I want to make this one as short as possible because it's not very difficult to understand. Now you obviously got these helmets, you go from tier 1 all the way down to tier 6. Some helmets, like this one, the heavy tactical helmet, you can put accessories on, like a mask or tactical equipment, which is night vision goggles at the moment. Some helmets like this one offer already got like built-in face protection, but you can get one tapped by literally any bullet to the face, so sometimes it pays you to put a face shield on. Some ones like this one don't offer the face protection, but honestly it depends how you want to play. I usually bring a face shield like I've got on this helmet now. It's only a level 3. Oops. It's only a level 3 face shield, but it'll give us like small arm fire protection from like very low tier bullets. Sometimes saves you, but majority of the time bullets will just go straight through them, so it's kind of pointless. Now you've got a couple of options when it comes to chest armors. You've also got body armor, which goes on, and then you'll put a unarmoured chest rig over the top of that to carry your mags and stuff. But you also get armoured rigs, which is basically a body armour and a rig in one. However, I do find that these take a lot less damage than the actual armours do, so it's whether or not you want to risk that for the case of weight and just I don't know the word for it. But yeah, it's lighter to wear one of these than to wear both the body armour and the unarmed chest rig, so you can like carry more. But like I say, you'll take more damage, you'll die quicker in these. So I don't know if it's really worth it. But got gas masks you can put on. You've got leg armour that goes on certain ones. You've got thermal imaging. That's pretty much it. Headsets, very important to hear from longer distances and hear better, as well as noise reduction. Right? But I'm not going to go too much into armour. You'll figure that out better by using them, which ones you prefer. Lastly, guys, in this video, we're going to take a quick look at the Gunsmith. Now, the Gunsmith on mobile is very much different to the one on PC. I have seen the footage of it. I did another video on it where it's got like a sort of a circle of all the attachments around it, which is different to mobile. But if I go for an M4, for instance, just the main difference is this along the bottom is all the attachments. On PC, it goes all the way right around the weapon like that, and you can select each like bit individually, but it's the same thing. So basically, when it comes to building a gun, what you want to look at is the basic stats down here. Now this M4's got a basic vertical recoil of 65. I just unselect that, 65. High horizontal recoil control 45, ergonomics is 56, accuracy is 39, hip fire stability and effective range. So any of these attachments you're going to put on this, maybe it's not that one because I've got a stupid I've got a couple of attachments on here that don't really help it because I need to take them off. I'm not sure where it's gone. No, cancel. Why is that not letting us take it off? It's somewhere, there it is. Take that off. For instance, if I want to put a scope on and stuff, it'll reduce the ergonomics. So ergonomics is essentially your ADS speed and how long you can ADS for, so how long your arm strength will last while aiming down the sight. Guns with really low ergonomics, you can't ADS for a very long time, like heavy weapons and stuff like that. Obviously, vertical recoil is how much the gun bounces up and down when you're shooting, and horizontal is side to side. Accuracy is how much spread is on the bullets when you're shooting. You'll mainly notice this when you're full auto at someone. Hip fire stability, obviously if you're hip firing, you're not aiming down the sight. This is how stable the bullet spread is when you're shooting. And effective range is how far you can shoot with the gun and it still does full damage, which also will come into effect with bullet type and stuff like that. But generally speaking, let's just have a look at mine. Vertical recoil control 83, horizontal 61. Ergonomics is 57 because of the 2x scope. Accuracy is not very high. Hip fire stability is quite high because it's an SMG. Effective range, close range, 55. Whereas if I go to, I don't know if I've got a sniper rifle actually to show the difference. I'm not sure I've got one anywhere in here. I might have an EX50 actually. There's my EX50. Right, EX50. Effective range 180, ergonomics 19, because there's a very heavy sniper rifle, you can't scope for very long. Vertical recoil, horizontal very low, but the accuracy is very high because it's a sniper rifle. So these are the stats you need to look for when you're choosing what gun you want to use and how you modify it. Obviously, every time you, oops, that's market. I didn't mean to open market. If I go back to Gunsmith, every time you select a new attachment, let's just say this one, if I want to change that, you can see you get minus or plus to each individual thing on it. Some things won't work with other things. I would have to change that to make, for God's sake, I'll have to put that one on. I'll have to, it doesn't matter, it's not working. But you get the picture. That's how you will decide what gun you're going to use. Anyway, guys. I know it's been a long one, but if you have enjoyed this video, please do hit the like button down below. Make sure you have subscribed to the channel, and I'll try and balance Arena Breakout with Arena Breakout Infinite without actually playing it when it comes to future content. But anything I do on Arena Breakout is going to tie in with this game anyway, because it's the same thing. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. Hope you have enjoyed it again, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. And if you have been invited to the beta tomorrow, or you're on it now as you're watching this video, I hope you do enjoy it, because it's an absolutely fantastic game. Anyway guys, catch you in the next one. Bye bye for now.